Crazy, bro. Chelsea was quick to pursue Hato, but Ajax flatly rejected him. Just imagine, they'd already agreed personally, and Hato himself had already said, "I want to go to Chelsea." But when the Blues made their first offer, Ajax immediately said nope. Chelsea reportedly offered around 40 million euros, but Ajax sent back 60 million. 60! Damn, is that a center back or a diamond, bro? And to make matters even more exciting, Hato didn't play in Ajax's 5-1 preseason thrashing of Celtic. Chelsea fans immediately exclaimed, "Wow, this is fixed, he's leaving!" But his coach said he's just resting, bro. He's not guaranteed to play against Monaco either. But do you understand why Chelsea is so determined to pursue Hato? The problem is, even though they have 9 center backs, the left back position is in crisis. Cucurella needs backup, and Chilwell's future is uncertain. Now, we just have to wait and see. Will Chelsea increase their offer, or will they move on to another target? Do you think 60 million for Hato is worth it, or is Ajax just playing high-priced?
Crazy, bro. Chelsea really can't get enough, huh? They already had the insane Palmer last season, then they brought in the Brazilian wonder kid Estevão too. Ugh. Now they're chasing Xavi Simons. I thought, what are they even doing? But that's Chelsea, always hungry for playmakers. From the information coming out, Chelsea has reportedly already spoken directly with Simons about personal terms. And you know what? Simons is reportedly okay with joining Stamford Bridge. Yeah, bro. He's very open to the Premier League, especially Chelsea. But don't worry, this isn't over yet, because Simons currently belongs to RB Leipzig, and his price? 60 million euros, man. But remember, PSG could also get a share of the sale thanks to a sell-on clause. What's funny? Apparently, Chelsea wants to quickly finalize matters with Simons before entering negotiations with his club. Meanwhile, Arsenal and Tottenham are also keeping an eye on him. But yeah, from all the reports, Chelsea is the most aggressive right now. Imagine Palmer, Estevão, Simons, 3 creative minds in one team. So what do you think? Does Chelsea really need Simons, or will he just make the midfield even more crowded and confusing?
Yo, bro, this is weird. Fulham suddenly targeting Dewsbury Hall from Chelsea? Let me repeat myself. Dewsbury Hall, a player who just joined Chelsea, is now being targeted by another club. Crazy, isn't that? Fulham are reportedly going to visit Chelsea to discuss this transfer. And this isn't just a rumor, bro. This is a direct report from Sky Sports Chef. Seriously, when I read it, I immediately thought, wow, he just arrived and they're already poaching him. But it makes sense. Fulham needs a creative midfielder, and Dewsbury Hall is a true talent. At Leicester, he messed up the championship, bro. But the problem is, Chelsea will definitely think twice. Maresca is a coach who's very close to Dewsbury Hall, so the chances of him being sold quickly, it's slim. But you know, it's football. Anything can happen. If you were Chelsea, would you let Dewsbury Hall go to Fulham?
Yo, you must think Chelsea is crazy about buying young players right now, right? Wait a minute. They just made a 65 million euro offer to Juventus for Yildiz. Boom! I swear, this kid is only 20 years old, but he already plays like a veteran. Last year, he scored 12 goals and 9 assists and was the backbone of Juve. He plays well on the left, can play on the right, and is also good in the middle. So complete, bro. I immediately thought, wow, this is definitely going to be Palmer Volume 2. But boom, Juve immediately rejected the offer. Crazy. Apparently, they really don't want to let Yildiz go now, especially after the kid became a mainstay last season. And remember, Chelsea is really into acquiring young talent right now. Palmer, Enzo, Caicedo, now Delap, Gittins, Joao Pedro are all coming too. But unfortunately, Yildiz isn't the one for them. I understand Juve is protecting their assets, but the 65 million euro rejection is just insane. Imagine, Chelsea really wants to build a team for the future, but other clubs are getting more protective now. But this is football, bro. Today's rejection, tomorrow's transfer could happen. Who knows? Maybe Juve will change their mind next month. Do you agree with Chelsea pursuing Yildiz again, or would they rather look for other talents? crazy, bro. Chelsea is really ready to let Joao Felix go for half the price. Hey, just imagine. Last season, they bought him permanently from Atletico for £45 million. A 7-year contract, man. But now, Benfica wants to buy back their prodigal son for just 25 million euros. Seriously, this is a real loss for Chelsea. Felix never fit in at Stamford Bridge. He only played 12 times in the Premier League last season, starting only 3 of them. The rest? He was benched, bro, and wasn't even taken to the Club World Cup with Maresca. That's really bad. What makes it even more obvious that he's no longer in the plans is that his number has already been given to new signing Dario Asugo. That's a really strong signal, isn't it? But I understand that Felix wants to return to Benfica, where he once shone before being sold to Atletico for 126 million euros. Maybe he thinks, I'd better go home and start over. And the funny thing is, Benfica initially backed out because of the high price, but now Chelsea have given in, and Romano says the deal is getting closer. It could be done this week. You saw yourself, right? Another expensive transfer burdening Chelsea? What do you think? Crazy, bro. I just read this and seriously, I'm not sure whether to laugh or slap my forehead. Fulham, Chelsea's neighbor, reportedly eyeing Raheem Sterling. Oh boy. Yes, Sterling was once a mainstay at City, but really, since moving to Chelsea, his career has been like, well, it's like up and down like a roller coaster. When Maresca took over, he was immediately dropped from the first team, and last season he was even loaned to Arsenal, and he didn't use him much either. Now Fulham come in like, hey bro, I'll take care of him. Haha, but seriously, according to the Telegraph, they're in internal discussions to bring him in at the end of the transfer window. I immediately thought, can Sterling really move to Craven Cottage? The problem? Salary. Bro, he's one of the highest paid players in the Premier League. And Fulham? Yes, you might think about it too, but they often bring in discount players from big clubs like Emile Smith-Rowe, Iwobi, and even Raul Jimenez. So, do you think Sterling will leave, or will Chelsea still force him to stay? Crazy, bro. Chelsea is about to lose another player. Have you heard? Now it's Christopher Nkunku's turn to be rumored to be leaving, and who's making the move? Not Bayern, not Manchester United, but Nottingham Forest. Oh, seriously? I also thought at first, Forest? Seriously? But it turns out they're building a squad for next season's Conference League, bro. They finished 7th last season and are now looking for a star player who can make a splash. And Nkunku's name is on their radar. Nkunku was actually bought for a pretty penny from Leipzig, £52 million. But unfortunately, his performance at Chelsea seems to be going nowhere. He's constantly injured, playing little, and has been sinking ever since Cole Palmer became Chelsea's new golden boy. But don't be mistaken, he even scored a crucial goal in the Club World Cup against Benfica. So it's not that he hasn't contributed, it just seems like his time is up. According to a report from Simon Phillips, Chelsea are ready to let him go for around £43 million. It's quite a loss. But rather than using him half-heartedly and not getting the most out of him, wouldn't it be better to just let him go? What's intriguing is that Nkunku reportedly still wants to stay in the Premier League. So, could Forest be an option? Or could another club suddenly jump in? Just imagine, from a potential star now being targeted by Forest. Crazy. Life moves so fast, huh? Do you think Nkunku would be a good fit for Forest? Or would he be better off returning to the Bundesliga? Yo, bro, did you know there's a transfer that's progressing really fast and it's quite surprising? Chelsea just opened serious talks with Atletico Madrid about releasing Renato Vega. Yes, the player they just bought last summer. Less than a season and he's already leaving? I thought, oh, I just arrived and he's already back? But it turns out Vega wants to play center back, not the position he usually plays at Chelsea. It's understandable that he doesn't feel like he fits and wants a new challenge. Well, Atletico Madrid immediately acting. They've already talked with Vega about personal terms, and apparently the player is really keen on moving there. What raised my eyebrows even more, Chelsea is asking for around £35 million. Crazy, from 12 million to almost triple the price. Ooh, that's a truly brutal profit. But yeah, if Atletico Madrid were to offer that price, Chelsea might just cash in and go to Vega. Just imagine, a player who hasn't even had a chance to show much at Chelsea could now be a source of instant profit. Here's what I mean. Chelsea is sometimes like a property dealer. Buy cheap, sell high, and fast. But the question now is, do you think Vega will become a top defender with Atletico Madrid, or will he become something Chelsea regrets for letting him go so quickly? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, bro. Bro, you never expected the news that just exploded. Fabrizio Romano just dropped an update about Xavi Simons joining Chelsea. And what shocked me, this transfer literally came out of nowhere. Like, there wasn't even a whisper a week ago, and now Chelsea is the leading candidate to get him. Crazy, isn't that? So, according to Romano's report, Simons has opened the door to a move to Stamford Bridge. Direct contact with his team has already been made, and club-to-club talks will begin discussing the details of the transfer this Tuesday. Yes, that fast, bro. But Chelsea won't make a move before releasing a few players first, so it's like a chess game. Get the pawns out first, then bring in the king. Or the golden piece, huh? You'll remember, Simons was a Barcelona wonder kid, and he was a big hit at PSG too. But since Leipzig failed to qualify for the UCL next season, he seems to be feeling uneasy. And now, boom, Chelsea's name has emerged as his new destination. To make matters even hotter, Arsenal and Spurs are also interested. But somehow, Chelsea seems to have a magnet pulling him in. Maybe it's because Maresca's playing style suits him perfectly. Ball carrier, fast, agile, able to play in multiple positions. Perfect for Chelsea's creativity-hungry rebuild. And man, he's only 22, still young, but already mature. If Chelsea get him, it'll be a long-term jackpot. So, what do you think? Will Xavi Simons be the next big thing at Chelsea? Or is this just a sweet rumor?